This is my son. He's 11 and a half years old, and with what few teeth he has left, he makes up with sass and attitude. This is Moss. Moss actually has a plethora of names that he goes by. There's Moss, Moo, Mount Mosciosco, there's Rick Lagina. Yes, Rick Lagina from The Curse of Oak Island. Don't ask. I don't know. Moss, what a fun name. Is he named after the small non-vascular land plant that produces spores? The one that doesn't have a true root system and is commonly used to prevent soil erosion and moisture retention? Actually, no, he's not named after that. He's named after someone else. Moss is actually named after Richard Ayoade's character in the 2006 hit series The IT Crowd, Morris Moss. I was gonna go with the name Bear because he looks like a bear. I feel like that was bit too predictable. So hey, you know how dogs love to eat and it's that critical thing that they need to keep them alive? I'm so sick of seeing senior dog packaging with dogs looking like they're on their last legs. All right, I'm so over it. I'm done. Today we're gonna be designing dog food packaging for senior dogs. I'm designing a visual identity with 2 lots of packaging and maybe like a promotional piece. I was thinking maybe a dog chew toy because I like to make my life a little bit more difficult. Just give me a minute. Just uno momento. I'm bilingual. And it's straight out the gate to do the inevitable. Search for a logo by going through every single font in the books. This is what every graphic designer's fate is. Though there is something weirdly satisfying about it. Feels like you're making progress without actually making progress. I'm currently just grabbing any font that's, oh my god, the Minecraft font, yes. Done. Chicken jockey, am I right? I don't know why I have the Minecraft font on my computer. It could be because I created the title sequence for the movie. Maybe. Why does Adobe do this? I'll have chosen a font and instead of starting it at K, it puts it in this like segregated section at the top for the most recent used fonts. Just take me back to K so I can continue my journey. Please. Back we scroll to fucking K. At this point, my fingers were really starting to burn, scrolling through countless fonts, trying to find something, anything that spoke to me. I started pushing and pulling letter forms to create something that felt a little more custom. It felt like Moss, a little rogue and a little classic. Even the slight change in letter forms can have such a big impact on type. After multiple iterations and slight changes, I needed to look at something else for a bit. I think it's quite okay. Yeah, I spent hours on your logo. I find that it's quite okay. Can we do anything with you? Oh my god, that's messy. This is messy. What's going on here? Look at those anchor points. I won't tell if you don't. I kind of like this O. I really hate those S's. They're a bit scrappy. You know what? That truly gets to a point where you're pushing letter forms around that you just think, you know what? Let's just let sleeping dogs lie. Is it lie or lay?
Let sleeping dogs lie.
Well, I'm glad we've established that. If Moss is deserving of anything in this life, it's top tier food packaging. Have you seen that guy? He deserves the world. Let's give him a small portion of the world today by designing top tier dog food packaging. Did I spell refrigerated? I don't have spell check on and I'm dyslexic, so I didn't really set myself up for success here. It's important just to start, I find. I want an illustration to be the focal point of this packaging, which already had its challenges. I'm an extremely average illustrator. And by average, I mean prepare to be whelmed. Not overwhelmed. Not underwhelmed. Just whelmed. A loose depiction of Moss on the packaging was the inspiration. Moss sitting up, maybe Moss lying down. We'll have to wait and see where my talent will take me. These illustrations are coming together better than I thought they could. Mind you, they still look extremely average and a real throwback to my year 6 art classes. If we select draw inside, which is Shift D, we can actually... What I was trying to say was if you press Shift D, you can draw within the shape, which is super handy and super cool if you do it properly. As I began to shade in my extremely average illustrations, they were slowly gaining personality, coming to life, becoming a real mascot in this visual identity. Who knew a stippling brush could do so much? I give that one too much ass. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go effect, and let's try roughen. This ended up being a really nice way of adding a lot of texture without recreating an entire outline. These look kind of sick. Also totally non-destructible. Let's go. Like, look out, that's kind of cool. But it's probably too far. It's probably too much. We probably can't do that. But look how much fun that is. That's so much fun. You know what? That's really the whole point. You should always be having fun with graphic design. Why I said that I couldn't, that it was too much? Shush. Roughen it if you want to roughen it. Who cares? Just do it. After collating the puzzle pieces for the packaging, it was time to put it all together. Much like when a dog does circles 5 times in their bed before finally settling in. That's a dog joke for you. Kind of nice. This feels kind of like it pairs quite nicely. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what? I think this Westmount font pairs really nicely with the like slab serif, rounded slab serif logo. I think they're a nice pairing. To make the packaging feel like packaging, it needed call-outs and juicy details to spotlight the quality and care behind every scoop of this dog food that doesn't exist. But it could. Put it into production. Do it for the boy. As much as I love that illustration, I feel like it needs something around it. It feels like it's sort of floating. So I'm wondering if we can like, I don't know, draw some meatballs? Adding in the meatballs made the design feel a lot more whole. And now for a moment of vulnerability. I've done one design. And I basically just have to replicate it again for treats, and I can't do it. I do this every day. Once I got over myself, it was onto the second lot of packaging. Okay, I think the scale is marginally better, right? Wrong. It was now time to spend far too long changing the scale of the illustration to match the previous one. One thing Moss goes absolutely bananas over is duck. Your mate, not my mate. We're giving him some digital surgery. I mean, he's lost that many teeth. What's another sedation, am I right? I'm just kidding, this dog has cost so much money already. To align this skew of packaging, I needed to alter the meatballs to be duck strips. I don't know anymore if this is nice or not. I need like a good 24 hours to walk away and look at it again, but that's not happening. I wasn't done, it wasn't finished yet. I needed something else. I needed a call out of some description. Moss is adopted, and as someone who's really passionate about pet adoption, I thought we could incorporate that into the packaging. But creating a call out sticker was having its own challenge. It didn't seem to matter how many times I laid out this text, it just wasn't working. I tried changing the phrasing, tweaking the fonts, nothing was landing. I tried shapes, curves, text on box, text in circle. It's not like I didn't want to create the sticker, it's just the sticker didn't really want to be created. Wait, it took me a while to come to terms with, but I've never been more sure about any design decision in my life. 0 hesitation, 0 second guessing. Yeah? Yeah. All right, great. Good. Wow, all that experimenting with stickers really helped. Imagine a world where your dog's food matched their toys. As the Spice Girls once said, let's make 2 become 1. Let's increase that lifestyle brand ecosystem. Yeah? As you can see, my profile is a non-pro. It's so relatable. I am also non-pro. This is Womp. We're using Womp today. Womp is an in-browser 3D program that's free. I thought long and hard about what sort of shape I could create that wouldn't send me into a comparative spiral and also would work as a chew toy. I created a Kong-like shape and then began to worry about copyright issues if this multi-million-dollar idea would go into production. Well done, Womp. This is nice. I said that like I have some authority over 3D design. I have no idea what I'm doing. The extent of my 3D knowledge is half of the donut tutorial. Half of it. Womp is crazy intuitive with a stack of different shapes to warp and play with. It makes 3D super approachable. I started creating a shape that I felt like most senior dogs could bite on or fetch, regardless of how many teeth they have left. I think you could hide like peanut butter or like treats down there if you wanted to. Snapping. Me when I'm grumpy. I played with the color and environmental light to make it reflect studio lighting and finally exported it to drop into the brand lineup. Wow, it's huge. She said. And we'll just imagine this is like tied down and there's one of those little hanging tag things to hang to the racks, you know? That's called a hang cell. I don't know why that slipped my mind when I was designing. A lot of things slip my mind when I'm designing. I can't tell if that's a good thing or a really bad thing. Then it was time to create the packaging for the chew toy, taking elements from the already existing dog food packaging and creating call-outs specific to the product. I created a DBoss logo with the toy, only to realize that the purple wasn't really working with the suite of packaging. I decided to switch it to the green for higher contrast and greater brand recognition. Okay, I think this is nice. I think it goes together nicely. Okay, well, here it is mocked up. It was done. Moss becoming his own brand, a BTC good. Above anything else, I felt like this packaging truly embodies Moss and who he is as a senior dog. It's bright, quirky, bold, playful, truly reminiscent of his character and that of other senior dogs who are yet to slow down. This all might have been an excuse to immortalize my dog, but mind your business. You know what? I think this turned out quite nice. I'm a big fan of the illustrations. I think the logo turned out better than I expected. I like the colors, and I like that we introduced a 3D element because for someone as well versed in 3D as myself, I think it went down a treat. I'm a big fan of Womp. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. How do people yap and do this? Oh, yeah. If you go to the next video, watch this one next. It will be good. You will like it. Don't get any ideas. All right? Okay, bye.